So that's what you see there. What happens if you have, you've got a pond with water on a nice sunny day with a blue sky up above, and there's a rock in the middle of it. So there's a rock in the middle of this pond here. I'll try and do a rock. By the way, we've got a workshop coming up. It's in a little while. We've just planned it out that we're going to cover painting rocks and surf. So I'm going to give you a whole pile of tips on how to paint rocks and also the water around and underneath it. So this is just a real quick look at what a rock looks like. Just some light on the edge there. Maybe there's another bit of a bump here. Just a real bit of an impression of a rock in the water. Now, when you've got a rock sitting in the water, if it's the water's very still and you can see through the water, then you see the rock underneath the water, don't you?
Yeah.
So if the rock keeps going down, it's a big rock, it'll keep going down under the water like this, and you can actually see this massive great rock, like you think of icebergs. Then it's got the color of the rock into the water, and it could be a totally different shape. It could be all sorts going on in there. So you actually see through the water to the rock and what it's doing underneath. So it's probably a lot darker because it's in underneath. So this is seeing through the water and what's underneath. So you paint under the water. You see the objects underneath the water. So if you're painting a pond, like from looking from above, there's a Brisbane artist called Aisha. It's a Japanese name. AI is her first name, and S-H-A-H. Aisha. So Aisha. She paints like ponds with reflections in oil, and you can see all the pebbles in under the water, and then there's leaves floating on the surface, which is a perfect illustration of these two things. So when you look through the water and it's clear water, you see what's in underneath the water. So that's another thing that you can paint.